Have you ever met someone and instantly felt as home with them? Have you ever met someone and your nervous system relaxed before your mind even understood why? No performance, no overthinking, no bracing, no trying to become smaller, quieter, funnier, easier, or more acceptable. Just peace, like something inside you finally exhaled. And honestly, I think that is one of the strangest and most beautiful experiences a human being can have. Because sometimes home is not a place. Sometimes home is a person, a feeling, a presence, a nervous system that no longer makes yours feel like it has to prepare for danger. And maybe some people listening to this know exactly what I mean. You meet certain people and your body immediately feels unsettled, drained, guarded, tense. You monitor your words carefully. Your nervous system becomes alert. You leave the interaction exhausted without fully understanding why. And then there are other people who feel warm before they even speak much. People whose energy feels calm, grounded, safe. People who somehow make you feel more like yourself instead of less. And I do not think humans talk enough about that. Because modern life teaches people to analyze attraction almost entirely through surface-level ideas, looks, status, charisma, chemistry, excitement. But the nervous system is often asking a much deeper question. Am I safe here? That question quietly shapes so much of human connection. And safety is not always dramatic. In fact, real emotional safety is often incredibly quiet. It feels like not needing to over-explain yourself, not feeling judged constantly, not walking on eggshells, not feeling emotionally inspected, not feeling like affection can disappear suddenly, not feeling like you have to earn your place every second. Real safety often feels almost unfamiliar at first, especially for people who grew up around unpredictability. Because if chaos became normal early in life, peace can feel strangely uncomfortable at first. And that is something many people never realize. Humans are deeply adaptive creatures. The nervous system learns environments, learns patterns, learns emotional climates. So if somebody grows up around conflict, emotional inconsistency, criticism, unpredictability, withdrawal, hypervigilance, or emotional instability, their body can unconsciously begin associating those feelings with familiarity, not because they enjoy suffering, but because the nervous system often mistakes familiarity for safety. That is huge, because it explains why some people repeatedly find themselves drawn toward emotionally unavailable people, while feeling strangely uncomfortable around emotionally safe ones. The body recognizes what it already knows, even when what it knows is painful. And honestly, healing often changes who feels like home to you. That is one of the quietest signs of emotional growth. At some point, the nervous system becomes less attracted to emotional chaos disguised as passion, and more drawn toward peace, toward consistency, toward kindness, toward emotional steadiness, toward people who do not make love feel like survival. And I think many people underestimate how deeply humans affect each other physiologically. We are constantly regulating one another emotionally. A calm nervous system can calm another nervous system. A chaotic nervous system can dysregulate another nervous system. Humans absorb emotional atmosphere constantly. That is why you can walk into certain rooms and immediately feel tension without anyone speaking, or sit beside certain people and suddenly feel calmer for reasons you cannot fully explain. The body notices things long before the conscious mind does. Tone, energy, facial expression, pacing, attention, presence, safety. Humans are reading thousands of signals constantly, and maybe that is why some people feel like home so quickly. Not because they are perfect, not because they solve your problems, but because your nervous system quietly recognizes, I do not have to fight to exist around this person. That feeling is rare, and honestly, beautiful. Because some people spend so much of life adapting themselves around others that they forget what it feels like to fully relax into their own personality, to speak naturally, to laugh naturally, to exist naturally, without fear, without performance. without self-monitoring every second. And then one day, someone arrives who does not pull survival out of you. They pull softness out of you. That changes people. And no, this does not only apply to romantic relationships. Some people feel like home because they are friends, grandparents, siblings, children, teachers, partners, animals, communities, or even strangers who met us during moments we deeply needed kindness. Sometimes a dog feels more emotionally safe than most humans. And honestly, that says a lot about modern life, because animals do not care about status, performance, masks, success, or social image. They respond to presence, energy, consistency, attention, safety. And humans are not so different, really. Underneath all the complexity, most people are quietly searching for spaces where they can safely unfold. That is what home truly is, not just walls and furniture, not just houses and cities. Home is where the nervous system stops bracing for impact. Home is where your body no longer feels emotionally hunted. Home is where you can finally unclench. And maybe some people listening to this have never truly experienced that consistently. Maybe some people have spent so long surviving emotionally unsafe environments that they do not even realize how tense they are all the time. Hypervigilance becomes normal. Self-monitoring becomes normal. Overthinking becomes normal. Preparing for disappointment becomes normal. So when peace finally arrives, it almost feels suspicious. Some people do not trust calm at first because chaos was all they ever learned. That breaks my heart a little, honestly, because humans deserve environments where they can soften, where they can breathe deeply, where they can feel emotionally safe enough to become fully themselves. And maybe that is why so many people are secretly exhausted. Not because life itself is impossible, but because their nervous systems never truly get to rest. They are constantly reading rooms, monitoring moods, preparing emotionally, managing reactions, avoiding conflict, predicting outcomes, shrinking themselves, or carrying emotional tension. That is exhausting for the body, exhausting for the mind, exhausting for the soul. And this is why emotionally safe people are so healing. Not because they are flawless, but because they do not force your nervous system into survival mode. They allow your humanity to emerge instead. There is a huge difference between someone who stimulates your wounds and someone who supports your healing. And sometimes humans confuse those two things. Especially when they learned early that love had to feel emotionally intense in order to feel real. But healthy love is often quieter than people expect, steadier, softer, more peaceful, less performance, less confusion, less fear. And honestly, I think one of the greatest gifts a human being can offer another human being is emotional safety, not perfection, safety. The ability to say, "You can be human around me." That matters deeply, because many people secretly feel they must constantly earn love through achievement, humor, caretaking, people-pleasing, success, appearance, or emotional suppression. But safe people allow you to exist without auditioning constantly for worthiness. And maybe that is why certain conversations stay with us for years. Not because they were dramatic, but because for a moment, we felt understood, seen, accepted, safe enough to exhale. And yes, places can feel like home too. Certain forests, bedrooms, libraries, grandparents' kitchens, rain sounds, music, the sea, old cafes, certain lighting, certain smells. Humans attach emotional memory to environments deeply because the nervous system records atmosphere. And sometimes a place becomes sacred simply because it once held a version of us gently. That is beautiful when you think about it. And honestly, I think part of healing is slowly creating more spaces, people, habits, and environments that feel like home to your nervous system. Not just what impresses the world externally, what nourishes you internally. That is very different, because modern life teaches humans to chase stimulation constantly. But the nervous system often craves slowness, safety, presence, connection, warmth, stillness, belonging. And maybe many people are not actually searching for excitement at all. Maybe they are searching for somewhere inside life where they can finally put their armor down. That changes the entire conversation, because then healing stops being becoming perfect and becomes learning where safety lives, within yourself, within others, within environments, within relationships, within presence. And maybe that starts with paying attention to how your body feels around different people. Not only what your mind says, your body is constantly communicating tension, ease, tightness, calm, exhaustion, expansion. Humans ignore these signals far too often. And no, this does not mean every uncomfortable feeling means someone is bad. Sometimes growth itself feels uncomfortable. Sometimes anxiety comes from within. Humans are complex, but overall, your nervous system usually knows far earlier than your conscious mind whether something consistently nourishes you or drains you. And honestly, one of the saddest things humans do is stay in environments that slowly disconnect them from themselves. Places where they cannot laugh naturally anymore. Places where they feel emotionally unsafe. Places where they constantly shrink. Places where they become quieter and smaller over time. That is not home, even if it looks beautiful externally, because real home allows expansion. Real home allows breath. Real home allows authenticity. And maybe some souls spend years searching for home externally, before finally realizing they also have to build it internally. That matters too. Because eventually healing asks, can you become emotionally safe for yourself too? Can you speak to yourself gently? Can you create moments of peace within your own inner world? Can your own mind become less hostile toward your humanity? That is powerful work. And slowly, through awareness, boundaries, self-respect, compassion, and healing, people begin changing what feels familiar. They stop romanticizing emotional chaos. They stop mistaking inconsistency for depth. They stop chasing people who trigger survival patterns, and instead, they begin valuing peace, kindness, steadiness, presence, the things that actually allow human beings to flourish. And perhaps one of the most beautiful moments in life is realizing this. You no longer feel at home in places that require you to abandon yourself. That is growth, real growth. And if you are someone who has spent years feeling emotionally restless, please know this gently. There are people, places, and environments in this world that will not require you to become less in order to belong there. You are allowed to find spaces where your nervous system can rest. You are allowed to choose peace. You are allowed to choose environments that nourish your spirit instead of draining it. And perhaps the reason some people feel like home is because around them, you finally remember who you are underneath survival. If this episode resonated with you, I would genuinely love to know, what is one thing, a person, place, animal, memory, or experience that has made you feel most emotionally safe or at peace in life? Leave it below if you feel called. And if you know someone who needs reminding that emotional safety matters, maybe send this to them. And if you'd like to join us for more conversations like this, feel free to gently tap the subscribe button and become part of the Valkyrie 338 community. As always, this has been Valkyrie. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others. Lanterns up, people.